Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will be showing you all of the calligraphy and painting / art things I got from my trip to Japan, including sumi ink, watercolor, brushes and so on. So let's get started. First, let's start with some very basic pens. These are called sign pens, called Pentel Touch. They have a nice rubbery pointy tip. It looks like a brush, but it does not have hair. It's just rubber. I will be using a mixed media pad from Fabriano for the purpose of swatching for this video, just so I can show you how they work. So it has a very nice line variation. So it looks like you are writing with a brush. Unfortunately, I cannot really write properly, otherwise I would have to, jump in and get under the camera. So I got green and blue. I got this one. I don't really like it, to be fair. I was using it for daily, check marks. It is from Akashiya Corporation, called a thin line. This one has bristles on it. Yeah, bristles. Why did I say hair before? Anyway, so it has bristles, but you need a really good control. It can do extremely fine lines, just like a bristle, the width of a bristle. I didn't like it, to be fair, because I'm not used to it. Not that it's not a good product. It cannot really, fill in as it dries too quickly, but it's really good for details. Now, the other ready brush I got is this one. It has a spongy tip, not like these ones. This is like an actual very smooth sponge, if you can hear, and it is very wet. It has a very thick end, and on the other side it has a very nice thin end for details and fine writing. Of course, I also got brushes. I got quite a few calligraphy brushes because I would like to try different materials, different widths, different shafts and grips and everything. I'm quite new to this, to be fair. I've only been doing calligraphy for a couple of years now. So I think you're going to keep me a good company along the journey of doing calligraphy. This is a quite thick one with a different bristle material than that one. And of course, to put them all in, I got this case from Kuretake. It is a very traditional way to store pens. Not pens, sorry. I meant brushes. So there you go. You put them like that, and once the brushes are removed, you can keep them like this, or even wrap them up along it, and the gaps allow for drying and good ventilation if you have to carry the brushes over. Otherwise, you can leave it as a mat open until they dry, for as long as you don't, hang them from the back. Best way with these is to hang them so the tip always dries straight. Of course, with the brushes comes ink, and there is no better ink than some premium sumi ink. This one comes in a nice wooden box. There you go. Oh, this is beautiful. I did not see how it looked before I purchased it. It was just inside the box, and as I see, it has a little swatch here that tells you, based on dilution, how dark or light you can get it. And it does not look printed. It looks like someone actually made a swatch from this batch and then cut it in strips. As you can hear from the beeping, the noise still goes on outside. I don't know how long they will keep digging. Now, to use that, you need what else but a grinding stone. These are Sumi ink stones. They are very, very heavy. Like, it's like a piece of marble or granite. Super heavy. They have a weird texture, so you can put some water, grind the ink without the box, grind the ink, and then use the brush in the little puddle to do calligraphy. I'll show you all of that on a dedicated video, and thinking about it, I might do some nice grinding ASMR. Also, I really like how premium everything is. They really pay attention in packaging and how they present things. Remaining on inkstones, I got this little travel inkstone set from Koya-san. There we go. It has a small inkstone, a Sumi ink, and a travel size Fude pen, again with the pens, Fude brush that you can assemble and do your calligraphy on the go. I also got a package of G-nibs. I use these a lot for fine lining and do some light lettering. Two implements I got for calligraphy are these paperweight cast iron weights. They are very heavy. This is about 1 kilo, but it is so beautiful. It was well worth sacrificing that amount of weight in my luggage. I went with just a cabin bag, and I had to come back with a combined 75 kilos of luggage in three huge bags, but it was really worth it. And then a thinner one. This is about half a kilo. I think it was 440. Yeah, 440 grams, if I am correct, when I did weigh it. Now, moving on a bit of a different subject, colors. One of the things that really got my attention, it was in Sekaido in Tokyo, and it was this section with pigments. I got 2 different greens, purple and sort of brown orange pigment. They had an entire shelf with different binders and many shelves with pigments. So essentially you can get the color you want and then mix it to make watercolor. You could make your own pastes, you could make oil color, anything you really liked. So you don't have to purchase the same color or different mediums. You just buy the pigment once, and then you can buy different bottles of binder and use it as you want. Another color related, really? Now, the church nearby decided to have bells. I think I am doomed Really? I can't even speak. One side the church is having the Christmas bells, the other side is the construction. Oh my god. I think, guys, I'm doomed to always be in a noisy environment when I want to make videos, but let's make the best of it. So the other color related thing is this tiny ceramic palette for watercolors. I really wanted a small palette, and having one from Japan, it really has a special feeling to it. And last but not least, watercolors. I got a Kuretake Gansai Tambi palette, a few separate colors that you could not find in the palette, and I really liked: green, purple and blue. And I found these two in a shop in a train station: permanent blue violet and sap green. And since I have the mixed media paper, I'm gonna clear the table and let's go swatch these. Two things I found out while setting this up. One interesting thing is that on the inside of the color palette, it has a diagram on the lid, so you can swatch the inks again. Oh my god, my brain is so distracted by the noise. I meant watercolors, so you can swatch the watercolors and have, you know, a nice tableau of how they look like. The second thing is that these little petite colors cannot be swatched at the moment because they have no pans. They are simply the inside for the half pan. So these will be swatched in another video. Now let's activate the Gansai Tambi paints. And I'll be back in about 30 seconds to a minute. And they should be ready. Let me wet my brush. First one is just called red. Oh, these are very saturated. Very saturated. So red goes here. And then we have Rose Madder Deep. Really nice rose color. Then we have Cadmium Scarlet. Really nice orange as well. And lemon yellow. Very bright, very bright. We have sap green, which is usually one of my favorite colors. Yep, remains my favorite color. The paper does not behave as well because it is a mixed media, not a watercolor paper, but I'm still moving workshops, so unfortunately I do not have all of my stuff here. I could not even find proper, my glass jars water. These are, funny thing actually, these are the plastics from Nintendo Switch amiibos that I cut and filled with paper. If you see my my room right now in this workshop is just boxes upon boxes of things ready to be unpacked. I just had to do the videos now, so I had the piles of stuff, one pile per video, film them, so then I can start sorting out things. Next color, it's called Viridian. Really nice green, quite sheer. Really good color. Very opaque and pigmented on good paper instead of this one. I recently got these brushes as well, made of squirrel hair. I think they're much better than the synthetic ones I had from college, I think, something like that. They retain much more water. Now, this one is shade Ultramarine. And the next shade is Japan's favorite, Indigo. They have a huge tradition with this color. Oh yeah. Yes. This is a really nice pigmented indigo. Then we have yellow ochre. Which I always had a funny way to pronounce it. Even my teacher, when I was in fashion school doing paintings, he was like, "You cannot pronounce it this way." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can, actually. That's how I pronounce it." Very pigmented. Very pigmented. I like it. Really good palette. Then we have Burnt Sienna. Nice, and with the good red undertone it should have. Sometimes they don't, it's just brown. It is my first time using this series of watercolors, and I'm very impressed. And then we have black. Do you think it's gonna be, you know, black? They feel quite gummy and sticky, so I think they need more time to activate. Oh yeah. It's black, like ink. Really pigmented and saturated black. Now let's also swatch the individual ones. I'm not sure if they have names on them. This one is called number 240, graphite yellow. I thought it was a green one. Looks green. I don't know. Well, we'll see. If you are a fountain pen enthusiast, this looks like Diamine Salamander. It's definitely not graphite and not yellow. It looks like a green, like a slate green. And this one is called... Jesus, I cannot read that. Not only kanji, but pixel kanji. Shikyokuriro? I don't know. It says, I don't know what it means. But I got it because it looks like a metallic purple and it feels like it will be a metallic purple. Oh yeah. Really nice. Really nice. It shows grey on the camera. That's quite of a problem with metallics. You cannot really take good pictures of them. They look dark the way they reflect the light. But in real life it looks like a purple sakura colored lip gloss. And then we have this nice Tiffany style blue-green called, please be legible, cobalt turquoise. Yes. Really nice. Sort of Aurora Borealis from Diamond. Did this have another color? So these are all of the art related and calligraphy related supplies I got from my trip to Japan. I really hope you enjoyed them. Let me know if you would like see me practicing with these. I do practice calligraphy with Sumi ink a few times a week as I'm studying Japanese, and I found it's a very fun way to study kanji. So if you would like to see my practice, I can make short videos for TikTok, and I'll make sure to use these on my new watercolor paints, maybe on the silhouettes like with Pokemon and the other stuff I do. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.